Hello everyone, good afternoon. Am I audible? Okay, so have you all submitted the work which I gave you, the task? Haven't submitted, I think. Okay, no worries. I can suggest you only. I can't force you to actually submit it. Okay, but it will give you a good practice. Okay, good understanding of what we were doing. Okay, I'm recommending you to do that task. Okay, so see, is my screen visible? Okay, great. So today we are going to see what is Node.js. Okay, what is Node.js? So Node.js is the basis for all JavaScript applications. Okay, whether it's Next.js, Next.js, React.js, or Angular, or whatever frameworks are there. Okay, Express.js, many frameworks are there. Okay, so within the core sits the Node.js. Okay, it is the thing which runs, which powers all the application. Okay, so this is Node.js. Okay, so what is a Node.js? Okay, so what happens is see, uh, JavaScript can only execute on the browser environment. Okay, browser environment means this one, not here, not here, here. If we see, this is a browser environment. Okay, this is a browser environment and JavaScript can only execute here. Okay, even when we are writing the code, okay, then what we are doing, we are rendering the HTML page. Okay, but ultimately JavaScript is being executed on the browser side. Okay, we are only writing JavaScript code here. Okay, we aren't executing it here. Okay, so basically JavaScript needs a browser environment, okay, to run. Okay, it can't run in normal system. Okay, so what does Node.js do? Node.js gives us a similar environment. Okay, Chrome V8 JavaScript engine. Okay, so see, what is Node.js? Node.js is a JavaScript runtime. Wait a second, let me write it. So what is Node.js? Node.js is a JS runtime built on, runtime means what, a place where we can execute the code. Okay, built on Chrome V8 JS engine. Okay, so actually each and every browser has an engine. Okay, engine means nothing but a compiler. Okay, to in order to execute the code. Okay, so currently the version is 8. Okay, so we call it version 8 JavaScript engine. Okay, specifically in the Chrome. So Node.js is a JavaScript runtime built on Chrome V8 JS engine. Okay, this was the thing for what is Node.js. Okay, what does Node.js do? Node.js allows us to run JavaScript on server side. Okay, so you can understand it like we can run JavaScript on our normal system. Okay, it creates us it gives us an environment, it provides us an environment. Okay, through which we can actually develop on the JavaScript. Okay, it uses, okay, so what are its features? Node.js uses an event driven non-blocking input output model that makes it light and efficient. Okay, So Node.js is an event-driven, non-blocking input-output model that makes it light and efficient. Okay, means we can continuously read and write JavaScript. Okay, and it can continuously execute that JavaScript for us. Okay. Now, what are the key characteristics? You can understand this Node.js as like if you have heard about cactus only grows in hot places. Okay, so we can actually create an environment. In some places there are actually cactus farming done. Okay, by creating such environment. Okay, hot environment. Okay, so similarly, JavaScript only runs on browser. Okay, so what we can do is we can create such environment, okay, where JavaScript can run. Okay, because see, if we take the example of cactus only grows in desert. Okay, according to the temperature it requires. Okay, but we can create such temperature, okay, in a particular place, okay, through some mechanisms. Okay, and we can grow cactus. Similarly, we can create JavaScript engine, okay, and we can start developing on JavaScript. Okay, we can run JavaScript on that engine. So Node.js does that for us. Okay, server side JS. Okay, means run JavaScript outside the browser. Okay, what does this mean? This means that we can run JavaScript outside the browser. Okay, JavaScript is without Node.js. JavaScript is only limited to browser. Okay, but what happens is when we use Node.js, we can use it outside the browser also. Okay, a very best example I can show you just right now. Okay, see, we can execute JavaScript here. Okay, in the console. 2 plus 2 4. Okay, or let's say if we write the print statement for JavaScript, console.log something hello. Okay, so it will console log hello for us. Okay, so where is this exactly running? Or even if we try to link a script file here. Okay, script.js, script. Okay, even if we link here, okay, and write the same statement, console.log hello world, hello Node.js. Okay, and if we start the live server, see what we are actually rendering. We are rendering the HTML. Okay, we aren't rendering the JavaScript. Okay, so we are rendering HTML. Okay, inside that HTML page we are actually injecting JavaScript. Okay, and then it's showing us the JavaScript. Okay, on the browser itself. Okay, on the browser it's showing hello Node.js. Okay, correct. Now see, if I want to see this particular thing in my terminal here, which we can in fact do if you all have worked with some other programming languages, we can see the output here in the terminal also. Okay, but it's not possible here. Okay, because JavaScript is only limited to browser side. Okay, but through Node.js what we can do is we can drag it outside the browser and run it inside the terminal also. Okay, so this is what is called server side JS. Okay, running JavaScript outside the browser. Okay, next, event driven uses event and callbacks for asynchronous programming or operations. Now, since we have understood what is asynchronous programming, we already know what is asynchronous programming. So through Node.js what we can do is we also have studied about event loop. Okay, so I hope it's clear that what is event driven. Okay, if not clear, let me explain you in short. See what happens. It actually works on the same way the JavaScript works. Okay, it executes the program in event loop. Okay, and also uses asynchronous programming. Okay, means it gives priority to whatever is in the whatever is first in the event list. Okay, or the event loop. Okay, non-blocking input output. You can understand it like multi-threading. Okay, multi-threading, what is the thing? If we have multi-threading, we can perform multiple tasks. Okay, so the thing is can handle many operations simultaneously. Okay, single threaded, although it's single threaded because JavaScript itself is single threaded. Okay, so although it's single threaded, still it can handle many operations simultaneously. Okay, it can act like a multi-threading. Okay, so the thing is whatever the main task is running, main event loop. Okay, main event loop runs on one thread. Okay, cross platform, the biggest advantage of using Node.js is we can use it cross platform. Okay, cross platform means can run on Windows, Linux or Mac OS. Okay, NPM ecosystem, so we will discuss what is NPM. Okay, so NPM ecosystems basically means we don't have to worry about when we are developing things. We don't have to worry about that this thing is not available or this feature is not available. Entire features are available. Okay, means if we talk about some features, like if you want to build a QR code scanner, okay, there are a lot of variants available for that feature. Okay, means not only one, there are a lot of variants available. So when we'll create React applications, okay, then we will understand what this is. WAST package repository. So currently I will recommend that you should follow the steps to install Node.js on your system. First you search for Node.js download. Okay, and you will get an LTS version here. Okay, so just click on that LTS version. Okay, and here select Windows. Okay, and here select NVM. Okay, NVM is not, or you can do simply one thing is simply select here version 22. Okay, and click on this Windows installer. Okay, it will automatically download on your system. Okay, and you just need to press next and it will automatically get installed. Okay, so are you guys going to do it right now, or shall we skip this part? I need a response on this. Okay, great. So in order to verify whether we have Node.js or not, we can simply write here node --version. Okay, we'll get the node version here. Okay, so this means that node is successfully installed on our system. Okay, next, now as I told you, we can run JavaScript through node in our terminal also. So simply we need to write here in our terminal node. Okay, and we will get the node terminal. Okay, or the JavaScript terminal. So we can simply write here console.log hello. Okay, so you got here hello. Okay, and we can write literally any JavaScript code here. Okay, or if we need to run some JavaScript files, okay, like we'll see that later. Okay, not now. Okay, let's first study about JavaScript. See what happens, what is the difference between Node.js versus browser JavaScript. Okay, browser has window, okay, document DOM APIs. Okay, means within the browser we can access the window. Okay, is a whole window. Okay, let me show you. Console.log window. Okay, within the window we have multiple things. Okay, this is our window. Okay, and JavaScript actually provides many methods, okay, predefined methods through which we can interact to this window. Okay, lot of methods. Okay, so within Node.js we don't have this window. Okay, so also within browser side JavaScript we have document, okay, DOM manipulation. Okay, but in Node.js it's actually kind of impossible. Okay, we can do it. Okay, also in Node.js we have processes, file system APIs and a lot of things. Okay, so I don't think so you all will understand this now. Setting up Node.js environment. Okay, so as I told you, you can check the node version using this command, node space --- version. Okay, after installing, and then we have an npm. Okay, npm --- version. So what is npm? Npm is basically node package manager. Okay, so see what happens inside node. We have a lot of packages. Okay, external packages. See what happens, unlike HTML CSS we use packages, okay, inside React, okay, or node framework. Okay, now what are packages? Packages are basically pre-written code, okay, which simplify our task. Okay, assume we need to actually build some kind of, like, see, in HTML what we need to do, if we need to create a sidebar we need to write all the code, CSS and the JavaScript. Okay, but see what happens in our this Node.js, the Node.js frameworks like React or some stuffs. See what happens, we already have this created. Okay, we can directly integrate that. Okay, like the sidebar. Okay, so this is the sidebar. Okay, so we can directly integrate this, okay, using the package. Okay, this is the package is called shardcn. Okay, and using this shardcn we can directly integrate this sidebar, okay, within our system, okay, within our website. Okay, we don't need to write much code, okay, or do hard work. Okay, we can directly integrate this. So this is package. Now this is one package. Another package we have, see, this is the npm website, okay, where we get all the packages. Okay, we can literally search anything here. Anything means whatever packages are relatable to our website, okay, relatable to our project, that we can search here. Okay, we have a barcode scanner here. Okay, if we try to create that manually, we need to write a lot of code. Okay, but we have barcode scanner pre-made here. Okay, only we need to integrate it. Okay, so in each and every package we have an installation process also, and we have the usage process also. Okay, this means we need to write just few lines of code and it will get automatically integrated. Okay, and we can definitely customize it. Okay, so this is npm package. Now as we have in Windows, we have a file manager, okay, where we can manage our files, okay, different files. Similarly we have npm, okay, node package manager, which manages all the packages. Okay, whether they are outdated or needs to be updated. Okay, we need to add more packages, we need to remove some package, all these operations are done by npm. Okay, now npm is not the only one option. Okay, currently we have many options. If we go to the shardcn package installation, next is, see, we have a lot of options here like pnpm, yarn, bun. Okay, and currently the latest trending is pnpm. Okay, all these are package managers, nothing else. Okay, fastest is currently the fastest is pnpm. Okay, so this is the package manager. Everyone understood what is package manager? Shall I re-explain? Okay, so what is a package manager? Basically, as we knew that within node we can create a virtual JavaScript runtime environment. Okay, so Additionally, within Node we get packages. Okay, what are packages? Packages are simply pre-written code, okay, which makes our task easier. Okay, like if we see here, this is one of the package, which is barcode scanner. Okay, if we need to create the barcode scanner from scratch, okay, we'll need to write a lot of code, okay, in HTML CSS. But using Node, what we can do is we can directly integrate this barcode scanner, which is already made. Okay, we just need to integrate this in our application. Okay, and each package manager, let's search some other packages also. Okay, assume we need to create something like Snapchat. Okay, and definitely we need the camera access. Okay, camera UI. Okay, but what we can do, instead of creating that from scratch, we can directly use this package. Okay, so that we can directly get the webcams access. Okay, else we need to ask permission, we need to write code for asking permission. Okay, if not permitted, then what we need to show, error handling and stuff. Okay, but using the packages, we can ease our tasks. Okay, so this is packages. Now within a project there are a lot of package being used. Okay, if I show you one of my project, wait a second please. Yeah, this one. If you see here, currently don't worry about the folder structure. See, what I am showing exactly is node modules. Okay, see, there are a lot of packages here. Okay, if we expand this folder, there are a lot of packages. Okay, in order to manage all this package, who manages all these packages? Package is being managed by node package manager, that is npm. Okay, npm, you can understand it like a file manager which you can use to manage all the files. Okay, similarly npm, what it does, it manages all the packages for us. Okay, now what do we actually mean by managing packages? npm stands for node package manager, acts like a file manager, helps in first of all adding packages, deleting packages, updating packages, and also checking vulnerability. Okay, so these are the tasks of node package manager. Okay, through which we can do the following stuff. Okay, now is it clear? Okay, great. So today actually we don't need this HTML file. Okay, so let's initialize a basic Node.js project. Okay, now carefully see here within our terminal what we need to write. First we need to check the folder which we are on. Okay, currently we are on this root folder. Okay, now if you want to create within this folder only your project, you can directly skip this command. Okay, and skip to the next command which I will show. Okay, but I need to create this in cd. Now what is cd used for? Cd is used for changing the directory. Okay, if we need to go to one step further, okay, one step inside, see, currently we are on TS Bridge tutorials. Okay, I need to go one step inside, that is in tutorial 25/07/2025. Okay, so I can use the cd. Okay, cd tutorial 25/0. Okay, if we write if we don't want to write the full thing, okay, what we can do is simply write cd tutorial 25, okay, and we can press tab and it will autocomplete for us. Okay, so now currently we are in this folder, okay, within our terminal. And if we need to see which folder currently we are on, we can use the pwd command, print working directory, okay, and we can see here within which folder are we, okay. So this is the thing, okay. Now if one more additional thing, just a bonus thing, if you want to go one folder back now again to the TS Bridge tutorials, what you can do is cd space dot dot, okay, and you will get one step back, okay. One step forward you can use the cd and the folder name, okay, and one step back you can use the dot dot, okay. So now I need to create the node.js package within this file, okay, sorry, the folder, okay. So what I will do is create here one more folder called mkdir. Now for creating folder, this is the commands which I am showing, this is just a PowerShell command, okay, this is not node commands, okay. This is just for communicating with PowerShell, okay. This mkdir simply means make directory, okay. Let's make folder mkdir space, I can name it my node app, okay, cd my node app, okay. After this, currently I am in this folder, okay. So I need to initialize my node application here, npm init y, okay. This will create a boiler template for us, okay. Like we had the boiler template in the HTML when we used shift plus exclamation mark and enter, we had some boilerplate, okay. Similarly we have a boilerplate here. To create that boilerplate we use this command, okay, npm init slash npm init space hyphen y, okay. So within this folder we have an package.json file created, okay. Within the package.json file we have all the details of the project, okay, like name of the application is my node app, okay, you can definitely change it, version is 1.0, description nothing. Within the main you have the main file's name, okay, which needs to actually run the JavaScript file's name, okay. In the script we have normal script, test, okay, we have keywords, author, license and type, okay. We will study about the file type, CommonJS, we have EJS and CommonJS, okay. So currently we have file type as CommonJS, okay. So now the next task will be, after npm init y, the next task will be to create an index.js, okay. You can literally name it anything, okay, not only index.js. So again we are doing the same thing, okay, like we used to do in our HTML file, but this time we won't use HTML to render this JavaScript file, okay. We can render this time without HTML, okay. We'll show the output within our terminal here itself, we don't need the browser, we are actually cutting out the browser part, okay. Done, okay. See, now if we write here directly console.log hello node.js, and in order to run this file, but this particular file, first you need to ensure that you are in correct directory, okay. Like currently my JavaScript file is under my node app, okay, my node app folder. So ensure that your working directory is correct, like here in my case it's correct, okay, because my JavaScript file is under my node app, okay. Now in order to run this, we simply need to write here node space the file name which we need to run, node index.js, and we got the output here, okay. Now this is very basic thing, okay. So everyone understood till here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we can install dependencies, okay. Install dependencies, what does that mean? What I told you, using npm what we can do, we can add packages, okay. Now adding packages, what does this mean? Now we let's initially start backend also first, okay. So in backend we have a framework called Express.js, okay. You can barely search here Express.js, okay. So this framework is actually a Node.js framework which is actually used to create APIs, okay, or create a full-fledged backend, okay. So we will use this package to create a simple backend. So within the npm also we can search for express, okay, and here we'll get the express package, express.js. Yeah, so this is the express package, okay, and also we'll get the installation command here, npm I. Now what does this I means? I means simply install. Now you have both the options, okay, either you can write I also or you can write install also, okay. Now how do we add the packages? See, we use the npm, as you all know npm manages those packages, okay. So we will use npm, okay, and using npm we need to install those packages. So we will write here install or I, whatever you prefer. Then we need to write the package name which we need to install. So simply we will write here express, okay. Now see what the changes will occur here. See this, in this particular folder, see one node module folder was added, okay, within which, and also a package log.json file was added here, okay. If you see here, okay. So the thing is, okay, each dependency, see this package, this particular express package, see dependencies we got here express, okay. Now the package.json keeps track of all the dependencies or the packages which we are installing in our project, okay. And whatever dependencies or packages we are installing, those packages or dependencies depend on other dependencies, okay. Means they are interlinked with each other, okay. So that interlinking is actually tracked here in the package log.json, okay. Means dependency is being tracked here, okay. And actually whatever the dependency and even the dependency is being installed here, okay. I only installed express.js, okay, but another packages were also installed. What are these other packages? These other packages are dependencies of the package which I installed, okay. Where is express? See, here is express, okay. I only installed this express, okay. Inside this we have written all the things, okay. We have all the things written in order to create a backend, okay. I already installed express, but other files also installed, other folders also installed, which were sub dependencies of the express package, okay. Clear? Now next we move to okay, so I made you explain that what is package.json, okay. Now we'll understand node.js modules, okay. File system module, the fs module, okay. So likewise we have express.js, we have a lot of node modules also, okay. Means which the node actually provides us, okay. If we go to the node website and learn, okay, see we have a lot of packages here also, okay, but we don't need to install these packages, these are pre-installed, okay. So one of the pre-installed package which you are going to learn about is fs, okay, file system. See, we have the file system package here, okay. Allow me a moment. Okay, so yes, we were discussing about fs. Okay, so now how we actually we installed that package. Okay, am I audible? Okay, so actually we installed the packages. Now how do we need to use that, okay, in our javascript file, because our javascript doesn't know what we installed and stuff. Okay, only our npm is knowing that. Okay, so how do we install that? We install that using, simply we declare a variable, okay, suitable name for the variable. Okay, since we are using fs, we can require fs. Okay, require fs. So see, there are a lot of packages here. Okay, and where are these packages coming from? See, this one is coming from node.fs, means this is a node pre-installed package. Okay, node.fs means file system. Okay, we can simply write fs also or node.fs also. Okay, so we are basically what we are doing, export import. Okay, so we have fs package predefined here in the node.js. Okay, from the node.js we are simply importing this package. Okay, means we are using this package. Okay, we are giving reference to this file that we need to use fs package. Okay, so we are giving the reference here and we are storing that reference inside the fs variable. Okay, understood. Next we have a path package also. Okay, so see, these are the functions which we can do with the fs package, which we'll obviously discuss now. Okay, a lot of functions. Okay, and another package we have, or the another module we have is path. Okay, so path also we have a lot of methods. Okay, which we can use. Simply we are referring the uh, module, okay, and storing it here inside the const variable. Okay, this part everyone knows now. We are declaring simple variable here. Okay, and here we are giving the simple reference. Okay, also the same way, if now we need to use the express package, we can simply use it like this only. Means here we are only declaring, okay, declaring the path where exactly is the module stored. Okay, so currently we don't need to use express. Okay, we'll do that later. First let's understand the fs module. Okay, fs, we have one method called read file. Okay, fs dot read file. Okay, this is a function within which we can read a file. Okay, so how can we read the file? See, if we hover on this, what do we get here? First we need to declare the path of the file, okay, which we need to read. Okay, we have options of encoding decoding here. Okay, and then we can pass a simple function here. Okay, so see how we will do it. First let's check the documentation also. File system, file system, file system. Here is the file system. Okay, fs dot read file actually. So see, what is it showing us? And not read file. Okay, this one only. So see, what is it showing us? That options, within the options we can pass encoding. Okay, and we can pass signal. Okay, allows aborting an in progress read file. Okay, signal means basically, if understand, there are a lot of characters inside that file. Okay, so it will take time to read that file. Okay, so within the signal we can actually push a signal. Okay, we can embed a button, okay, which on clicking stops reading that file. Okay, so this is a kind of function. Okay, this is a kind of function which returns a promise. Okay, so let's see it in action. Okay, how we can use this. Okay, first we need to create a file. Okay, we have a file created, I guess. Let's actually copy this inside. okay, the nodes which we created, okay. And this is a very basic example. I know we can directly console.log it, but let's see how currently we are studying Node.js, so let's see what we are doing here. Nodes.txt, okay, we need to pass the file name nodes.txt, okay. After that we need to pass the character set, okay, because if we don't pass the character set, it may throw the characters in binary language, okay, or such a language which is not human readable, okay. So now we can pass an arrow function, okay. Within the arrow function we can pass the error and data, okay. And we can write a statement here that if there is an error. Now you might be thinking that how am I knowing that we can pass error and data here only, because this function provides that, okay. This function only provides see, the first parameter which it will take is error, and second parameter which it will take is data. Now you can name it anything, okay, which is suitable, of course, okay, but I am currently naming it as error, which is of course the first param, okay, and the data is the second param, okay. So now we are taking the error and data, okay, and if there is an error, then we will simply console.log the error, okay, else we can console log the data, console.log the data, okay. Let's try to run it. Node index.js. So see, now we have the content of that file, okay, the nodes.txt, okay. This was the content of that file, and we can simply print all the content here, okay, using this read file function. First parameter it takes is the file name, okay, file path, and then next it takes is the character encoding, okay, UTF-8. I would recommend that you should pass this one, okay, mandatorily, okay. Then it takes of course an arrow function, okay, with two parameters, one is error and data, and within that arrow function we can actually take or print the error and the data, okay. So I've simply passed here, if there is an error then we'll log the error, else if there is no error then we can simply log the data, okay. Understandable somewhat? Okay, great. Next we can see is writing file, okay. Writing on a file, const, let's say our content is const content is, okay, assume you have a database, okay, a database of users, okay. Now what kind of database you are using? You are simply using a JSON file, okay, like this, new file, user data dot JSON, okay. And you need to you actually create a mechanism where user signs up on your website, okay, and whenever the user successfully signed up, then you need to store the data here in this JSON file, okay. So what you can do is simply say that whatever data you are getting, assume you get this data, okay, name, age and city, okay. Now you need to write that data automatically into this file, okay. Now you won't manually copy this data, okay, copy this data like this and then paste it here, okay, not like this, okay. what you need to do is whatsoever users may come into the website and sign up, you need to pass that data automatically, write that data automatically to this user data.json file. How will we do that? We can do that using fs.read write file. Okay, write file. Again we need to pass the file name or the path, user data.json, and then we need to stringify the content. Okay, or let's say directly if we can pass it. Okay, whatever content needs to be passed, second parameter will be the content. Okay, and the last parameter, actually there's a third parameter also. If you want to store it in human readable format, then you can pass the UTF-8 encoding. Okay, last parameter is the error. Okay, in an arrow function, if there is an error, let's assume, okay, then we can show the error here. Okay, means let's use ternary operator here. If error, then we can console.log error, else we can show a successful message that file written successfully. Okay, now did we do some mistake? Any mistake here? No mistake. Let's try to run this. Okay, node index.js, we got some error. Data argument must be of type string or instance of buffer. Okay, received an instance of object. Okay, so now what we can do is simply rename this to user data.txt, here also user data.txt, and then we can stringify the data. Okay, this is currently an object, so we studied about stringifying the data. json.stringify content. Okay, this will stringify the content, means make it a string, irrespective of whatever type of data it is. File written successfully. Okay, now if we go to the file, the empty file, we have this data in the string format here. Okay, now your task will be, since we have studied about json.stringify, your task will be to read the contents of the, not the nodes.txt, actually the user data.txt, and log it to console in object format. Okay, so this is your task. Okay, so I will provide this one. Okay, so any doubt till here? What? Your voice isn't clear. Can you write in chat? It's not audible properly. Okay, I'll share it today. Okay, thank you.